we have a special guest today, and today's video will not gonna discuss about any grammatical rules or structures or grammatical class. Today's class will be communicational skill, and today we'll be discussing on how to improve our communicational skill or how to become a fluent speaker in English. So, with this topic, we have a special guest to communicate with me, and this will be very interesting. And keep watching, keep listening this video. So we have a special guest, as I said. So we have Mr. Minnatullah. So Minnatullah, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir. Thank you, sir. Um, I'm fine, sir. You, sir?
Yes, I'm also perfectly well. Thank you for asking. So Minnatullah, my first question will be that like this is the first time I think you are joining any social media platform or communicating with someone in English particularly. So how is your feeling?
Yes, sir. Feeling is great, and sometimes I am nervousing when you have called me for interview on social media, sir.
Yeah, it's nothing too nervous because it's the first time, and in first time we get nervousness. It's obvious thing because this is for me also this is the second video, second communicational video. This is the second for me, and also I'm also a bit nervous. But yeah, one thing I always believe that we all have some weaknesses, so we need to just cover our weaknesses by our strength so that no one can see our weakness, because
Yes,
no one is perfect in this world. No one is perfect. Everyone has any kind of faults. So I think it depends on you how you are covering your weakness by like using your strength. So it's obvious, nothing, and also it's not an interview. It's just a communicational video, and we will discuss how to improve our communicational, skill, how to speak English fluently. So, at first, I will ask you to introduce yourself so that our audience, our viewers can know about yourself. So, could you please tell us something about yourself?
yes, of course, sir. Hello, everyone. My name is MD Minnatullah. I am from Shiliguri. I am preparing CA exam. Last year, I have completed my graduation, and I want to become a entrepreneur, and so that's why my hobbies is related e-commerce, any field which is tech, online field I like.
Okay, you like online field. That's good. So you have lots of hobbies, as you said. So I want to ask you a question. What brings you here? That you want to learn English language, not English as a subject. You want to speak. You want to learn how to speak. So why you want to speak this language?
Yes, sir. I want to learn English because day by day developing. First of all, English is universal language. So every side English, if you know English very fluently, you will get a job. You will good result for English, for fluent your language in English. So and I am not going to any government exam, but I join because I want to become an entrepreneur, and I want to work on social media. That's why these reasons I join, because if I will learn in English fluently, I will grow success in less time, because English every side English is very impact. So
Yes,
that's why
obviously.
I joined, sir.
Yeah, yes, obviously, I'm agree, totally agree. Because as you said, if you want to get any job, or doesn't matter, not only job, like in job, you need this language because if you want to get a good job with a handsome salary, that time English is mandatory to you have to speak this language. And also if you want to start your own business, that time we need a good command on communicational skill. We have to
Yes,
communicate well with your business partner. and that time English plays a very integral part, because if you are dealing business with your business partner who belongs from outside of our country or outside of
Yes.
our state, that time you can't speak with them in your native language. That time you have to use English language, because as you said, English is the universal language. It's the
Yes, sir.
need of this hour. So that time English plays a major role to in between you and your partner, your business partner. So I think, as you said, I'm totally agree with that. And also it develop your personality. When you can speak English, suppose you are standing somewhere, you are sitting somewhere, that time you also feel more comfortable that yes, I know a different skill which is
Yes.
English, and which is very important in this era, obviously. So as you want to learn this language, you have lots of reason. So
Yes, sir.
how long have you been learning this language?
I have been learning 1 month from.
Okay, in 1 month, uh, 1 month, for 1 month you have been learning this language. So when you started learning this language, first day, in your first day, first practice day, first learning day, English as a language. So could you speak that time?
No, sir. That time I was feeling nervous how to speak and many things. I have lots of reason. That's why I wasn't able to speak in English. First of all, now I am speaking little simple words, but that time I wasn't able to speaking.
Okay, that's great.
So
In 1 month you have learned. Okay, carry on.
yes, sir. I joined, sir. I have joined October. I was joined October month, but I am not serious. But I focusly I practice from November month. On November month, that time I was serious, and now
Okay, it's a great achievement, I would say, because in one
thank you.
month it's not easy to speak, because it's a language, and it's not our native tongue also. So
Yes,
it will take time, and obviously if you can practice more and more, if you can give your best towards your practice classes, practice time, then definitely sooner or later you will become a you know brilliant speaker. No one is perfect in this world. Now I'm learning, I'm also trying to increase my communicational skill. So no one is perfect. We need to understand we are imperfectly perfect, and we have to accept that. So like, I have asked you lots of questions, so if you have any question, so you can also ask me.
yes, sir. I have a question. If I will give only 2 month, 3 month, it will not improve in just 3 month. And how do you see how you see how many times to give in speaking language, because English is a someone have a um, mother tongue in foreign countries they speak, but sir I have mother tongue Bengali language, but I day by day in since childhood I am learning in English language. In 3 month 2 month I will speak basic, but how many days it will take time very fluent influencing, sir.
Okay, so how long it will take to become a fluent speaker? It's your question. Yeah, like it depends on you. As I said, like it depends on you. It depends on, obviously, the person who wants to learn. Suppose if I'm giving 1 hour daily, that means I have lots of scope. I can improve more. If someone is giving 2 hour per day, and most important thing you need to understand is, you need to understand English is a language. We want to learn English language, not subject. I have seen lots of students like asked me that, sir, we are focusing too much about grammars, how to increase our grammatical, structures. No, when
Yes.
we talk about English language, language means, Bengali language. Suppose when you are communicating with someone in Bengali, are you focusing background? Are you, focusing Bengali grammar? No, you are trying to just understand whatever the person is saying or conveying to you. So same, just same. And when it comes to English, we change our concept. What we do, we focus totally on grammatical parts. No, we need to stop that at first. Because how you learned Bengali, you learned Bengali from your elders, by listening, by observing others. Then you started, using some Bengali words, Bengali sentence. That's how you learned Bengali. And so if you can follow the same rule, same way, while learning English, it will be very very easy for you. Because we create a mental barrier that for learning English you have to learn lots of grammars.
Yes, sir.
Yes, if you want to improve your grammatical skill or writing skill, reading skill, that time you need to develop grammatical, you need to know every grammatical structures or rules. But
Yes.
if you want to speak only, that time I'm not saying no need to learn grammatical rules, no need to use grammars. Yes, you have to use that, but no, never think too much about grammatical mistakes. Suppose if you are communicating with someone, if you are making grammatical mistakes, forget about that. If suppose I'm communicating with you, if you can understand me, whatever I'm saying, and if you are able to make me understand whatever you are saying, that is language. If you are
Yes.
making grammatical mistake in between that, that is okay. That is okay, because I'm not looking at your grammatical structures. I want that you need to, make me understand. You need to make
Yes.
me understand whatever you are saying, whatever your idea, whatever you want to say to me. That is what, I feel that, lots of people already stressed, focused too much about grammatical things, so that, whenever your mind is not free, whenever your mind is not free, you can't speak it out. When your
Yes.
mind is free, you are, in a mood of relaxation. That time you will be better prepared, or you will be in a, better zone mood, that your structures, your, sentences will come out. So you need to keep it simple. Never think like, it's a very difficult or anything. Just take it as a language. Try to communicate. Try to speak. If you're making grammatical mistake, doesn't matter. Just focus on your fluency. Fluency. I have seen lots of students, telling that, I want to become a fluent speaker, as you also said. I
Yes,
want to
sir.
become a fluent speaker. So what does it mean by the word fluency? Fluency means thinking and speaking at once. We, as an Indian, mostly what we try to do while speaking, at first we try to think in our native tongue. Then we try to translate, then we speak. So there is a gap comes between speaking, thinking and speaking, which is translation. So at
Yes.
first you need to remove the translation part while speaking English. You have to train your mind. You have to train your mind so that your mind will gonna start thinking in English. When you will become, started thinking, when you started, thinking in English, that time it will be very, very easy. It will like, it will a piece of cake. It will become a piece of cake for you to speak this language, because we never think in English. We try to think in Bengali, Hindi, whatever your mother tongue is, then try to translate, then it comes to speaking. It is, this is the problem we are facing. Lots of, I was also facing, when
Yes.
I was started, learning this language. And now I told myself that this is a language I need to focus on thinking and speaking at once. There is no translation.
Sir, I
Yes.
will share you my experience. Uh,
Okay.
I have learned good things from you. You first day in November when we was practicing first day. you said that please don't make translate any sentences. For you think in English and automatically express your words. Uh, I have applied every day, and I'm applying, sir. It is working and day by day improving. First day I was thinking in Bengali sentences and my sentences. Then I expressing my words in English and thinking, and many reasons I can't properly. But I am my whatever you have said till now, I am creating thinking in English, and whatever I am saying now, I am also thinking in English in my mind. And
Yes, this is the thing you need to focus on.
yes,
And
yes, sir.
it will take time, obviously. This is the thing, and you are on a right track if you are thinking in English.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So during the conversation, don't I make any Bengali sentences? I know I am not properly in any sentences grammatically, many sides, but I am uh, if it is wrong, but I am thinking in English.
Yes, and you need to
So
do this. You need to follow this.
yes, sir.
As
Sir,
you
I
said,
think Sir, I
yes,
think it will grow for a fluent speaker. This my habit. I think it will.
definitely. As you said, habit. Habit. When you make it a habit to speak or practice, when your practice become your habit, that time you started enjoying your practice.
Yes, sir.
Because I one thing I always believe that never follow, never focus on your target, just focus on the process. Set a target that I need to become a fluent speaker. Just set a target, then never look at your target.
Yes, sir.
Just create a roadmap. This is the routine, this is the schedule I have to follow, and just follow your process and enjoy your process. Most important thing is enjoying your process at the same time while practicing, while
Yes, sir.
following. Because lots of we face lots of difficulties because of motivation. Because of motivation, sometime after practicing for 1 month, we get sort of motivation. Like we started demotivating ourselves because of our environment, anything, because we don't have the surrounding. So you need to enjoy, you need to focus, you need to make fun with your practice, with your the way you are practicing, whatever you are following. The most important thing, enjoying your process. You have to
Yes.
enjoy, and then ultimately if you are following a right process, if you are on a right track, that process will gonna lead you to your target, to the success what you have said before.
Yes, sir.
That is important.
Sir, another right process is you have every you are every day motivating to us, and every day you uh, whatever we are observing every day, I am thinking what I do, what is this, and I'm going to, in my mind, I am, Minat, are you going to there? What are you doing? I'm creating in mind in English sentences. And after that, I am going to somewhere, I am talking in English because of my mind is thinking in English. That's why. Before the time, I was thinking uh, in Bengali language, mother tongue, this, and so that I am talking in Bengali. So I have shift in English thing. So this improves, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, obviously, as you said, now you are started thinking in English. Doesn't matter you are using correct grammatical structures or not. If you are able to make me understand, that is language. And as you said, you have started thinking, you have, focusing on your target. If you are following your process, that's what you need. One thing I want to add, that lots of people have a concept that by reading books you can learn speaking. No. And one thing you need to understand, this is not a cake you're gonna have it, and this is not a, like, cup of tea you're gonna have it. No, it will take time. You have to keep patience. I
Yes,
have
sir.
seen lots of students, they come for 40 days, 15 days, like 15 days or 1 month. After 1 month they feel that now I'm not speaking, so leave it. This is not the real mindset for learning.
Yes, sir.
You have to give some time, because it's not our native tongue. We need to understand at first that we are not familiar with this language. At the
Yes, sir.
end of the day, you are speaking Bengali every second, every moment. So you
Yes, sir.
can't change your habits, all the habits in at once. No, you can't.
Yes,
What
sir.
can you do? You, like, suppose you are using 100 words in Bengali every day. You have to decrease using Bengali words.
Yes, sir.
I'm Suppose I'm speaking a sentence which have, I think, 3 or 4 words in Bengali. So just try to do one thing. Try to minimize the uses of Bengali words. Bengali
Yes,
words. Like, suppose if I'm communicating, if I'm speaking any language, if I'm speaking any sentence, that time you have to make sure that in that sentence I will gonna use at least 1 or 2 English words, at least 1 or 2. At
yes, sir.
once you can't change every word from Bengali to English. No, you can't do at once. You have
Yes,
to change, one by one. Suppose
yes,
you are using 100% Bengali, you need to, like, decrease to 90%, then 80%, then 70%. And you are not using, like, you are using English 0%. Just you need to step up, 5%, 10%. You can't do one thing like, at once, 0 to 100. No, this will not gonna work, and this will not
yes,
gonna happen. You have
yes,
to keep patience, and gradually it will gonna happen, it will happen. But
yes, sir.
you need to keep your patience, because
Yes,
suppose. And one thing I must say, that before I was saying that lots of students have a concept that if I can read some English books, I can become a fluent speaker. I will give you an example that, suppose I told you that, Minnatullah, I want to learn how to swimming. I want to learn how to swimming.
yes, sir.
But you bring me lots of good branded books from the market, and I have read all the books. And then after you pushed me into a pond. Could can I swim? Can I swim
No,
that
sir.
time?
No,
No,
sir. Never,
because
sir.
I never practiced practically how to swim.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to go there. You need to push yourself. You have to. No, you can't learn how to swim by reading books, by reading swimming books. No, you can't. Yes, you can gain lots of ideas. You can gain
Yes,
some knowledge. But if you
yes,
want to do that practically, you have to practice practically. Same
yes, sir.
goes with English. If you want to speak English, you can't learn English by reading, by writing, by listening. Yeah, obviously, reading, writing, and listening will gonna help you if you
Yes, sir.
practice of speaking. Until you speak, this will not gonna work for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, definitely. Sir, if you notice, I also notice since childhood, now I'm talking in Bengali sentences. My mother tongue is Bengali. But till now, I am learning Bengali sentences. So that time, my mother tongue is Bengali, and I want to speak in fluent. How is it possible? In 2 3 months, I will speak in fluency level like a foreigner. Like it will take time, slowly, slowly. But yes, basic level. If you want to read, If you want to speak normally, you can, but advanced level it will be take time. Why? because because sometimes I notice properly advanced Bengali languages I can't speak,
Yes,
because every day till now I'm practicing. I'm conversation in any language, Bengali sentences. I'm practicing day by day. So same way English in English.
works. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, English is, also works in the same way. As you said, like lots of students have the mindset that I want to become a advanced speaker.
Yes, sir.
Advanced speaking, advanced English or basic English. What is the difference? As an Indian, suppose you can realize, you can even see lots of Indians, most of the Indians, they have they have known English, but they never use. You need to
Yes, sir.
understand with whom you are speaking, you are communicating. Like suppose if I know, advanced speaking, if the person with whom I'm speaking, he or she doesn't know, can I use over there? No, I can't use. So in India, we use simple basic English.
Yes, sir.
That doesn't mean that I'm not saying that no need to learn advanced speaking. Yes, obviously, but at first you need to strong your base, which is basic
Yes,
level,
sir.
basic
Yes, sir.
speaking or basic English. When you started speaking, at least started speaking, doesn't matter basic English or advanced English. When you started speaking basic English, it will not gonna take long time to become an
Yes,
advanced
sir.
speaker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Obviously, it depends on the
Someone,
person.
yes, sir. My experience, someone thinking like, I will give 3 months, I will too much learn and advance many things. They thinking, but it is not work. I, sir, feel I notice 20%, 10% grammars. Uh, Grammars need, and 80% are my in my opinion 80% in practice and speaking level, because
Yes,
whatever you learn taught in grammar, I main thing is that time I was thinking how to use, but when I was starting speaking, and day by day reminding remember how is it used, how is it tense used, and whatever I am reading, listening, I am able to understand this sir also said, why use. This is the basic. Main thing is focus we need in speaking level. And when you said and I followed, it is very improving. And before that time I was thinking like grammar, and if only I was focusing on writing level, grammar level, but grammar is basic. And if you want to speak in English, definitely you have to go on this practice conversation, many things, sir.
obviously, obviously. All right, because if you like, you need to understand what you want to improve. If you want to improve your writing skill, then go for writing. If you
Yes,
want to
sir.
improve your reading skill, then read. Most of the time you have to read. If you want to enhance your listening understanding skill, then you have to listen more and more. But if you want to improve your speaking skill, you have to focus mainly on speaking, and along with
Yes,
that you can listen, you can write, you can read. That's work on. But most important thing is speaking practice. Until you speak, you can't speak any language, not only English, any language. It will be very difficult for you to speak that language if you have no exposure, if you don't have practice, enough practice in language. In
yes,
language,
sir.
not subject. Writing, grammars are the subject. So we are not learning English as a subject. We are learning as a language. So these are some important aspects and concept we need to understand at first, then go
Yes.
for speaking, go for practice. And I think it will not gonna take long time to become a fluent speaker, as you also have a wish to become a fluent speaker, to reach that target. I also have a target that I one day I'll be speaking fluently and on in an advanced level. So we can't we don't have you can't control whatever in not in your hand. You can control what you can practice on a consistent way. So
Yes.
it's very nice talking with you. It's my pleasure to talk with you because this is the second. As I said, I was also a bit nervous, but communicating with you, I
I'm
never
so
felt that this is the first time or second time for me. Thank you, Minatullah. If you want to say last thing to our viewers, you can say.
So my experience is great now. First of all, I was nervousing, and now feeling like it will take time. I will give. I will continue. I can.
Yes, yes,
Eh,
obviously, obviously.
because
Why not?
randomly you before the conversation start, randomly you said on call, please Minnati start. I was nervousing, and uh, what happened today, what will happen, uh, how many questions sir will ask to me. And now I am thinking it will take many time, 20 minutes again I will give. so
Yes, yes.
so
This is
I,
the exam, and you have passed your exam with 100 marks. Because I didn't tell you that 2 days or 3 days ago that you have to speak. Just
yes,
recently, before half an hour, or no, before 5 or 10 minutes, I told that Minatullah, you
yes
have to
sir,
speak today.
yes sir.
So without any practice, you have spoken and very well. And as I said, you have passed the examination with 100 marks. And yeah, wish you all the best for your future and for your speaking career, for your all the wishes, all the desire you have may fulfill everything. So thank you, Minatullah. Thank you for here. Thank you for giving your precious time to us. And it is very nice talking with you. Thank you. We'll be
Thank you, sir.
talking
I-
with you again. Thank you.
Thank you.